I did want to address
Um,
your question about like what is evenly moist, because I think that's
yes.
an important one to talk about. So I mean, yeah, in the course I talk about the three basic ways to water, which are, you observe the soil when it's totally dry, then it's time to water. The other type is when you observe the soil to be somewhere in the partially dry, then you water it again. And then the last one is keep the soil evenly moist, which effectively is to say the moment that the soil is no longer fully saturated or even getting towards like the halfway mark, then you water it again, right? So
Yeah.
I think if you think of it, the easiest way I can think about it is like if you had a small pot where you felt the weight of the pot when it's fully watered, right?
Hmm.
And then you have the equivalent understanding of how heavy that would be if it was totally dry, right?
Hmm.
So let's call that like by a percentage. The 100% dry is like a cactus, right? You can basically lift it
Right.
until it's bone dry, light, and then you can water it.
Right.
Most tropical foliage is somewhere in the middle. You can say between 30 to 50% of the original saturated weight, then that's your cue to water it again. But with the evenly moist, you're almost having to either feel only a very slight drop in weight, or you could even just say like by the time the top 1.5 inch of soil looks a bit dry, then you can soak saturate it again. And now I think for you, maybe the reason why you've always been able to go with erring on the side of like more dry in general is that you're probably dealing with mostly plants that are mostly drought tolerant. If you've ever tried to deal with like a maidenhair fern, you can't let that get even halfway
I
dry,
know.
right?
I've got one. I've got
Oh,
a
you got
few
one.
ferns. I've
Okay.
got a couple ferns. Yeah.
So the other thing
And
is too.
those I don't let go critically dry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. So another thing too is like, once you've ensured that the light is good for a maidenhair fern, for example, then that's where you can put it into a little pool of water and it'll, do its thing, right? That's why I keep talking about how people who are afraid of overwatering, it's the issue is not really just about the watering. It's about the whole plant system not working if it's in the dark.
Right.
And then again using the light meter to really be like, okay, I am sure that even though I can see perfectly clearly, it's only 20 foot candles here, and so therefore that's not gonna be really useful for the plant.
Okay. What window do you keep your maiden in? Your maiden here?
It's actually not in a window, it's under a grow light.
Oh, that's right. I think I saw you do something like that. Um,
Yeah, so that grow light gets it about 800 foot candles, and I leave that on for 16 to you know about
wow,
18 hours,
that's crazy. Well,
which
mine
is why it's
definitely
growing
needs.
so fast.
Yeah,